please rise? Who gives away this bride today?
Well, myself and her brothers too.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm going to take the glass.
Hold each other in hands. Everybody sit down, please. Forgot that one time. I want to apologize in advance. I already started crying when Sage came down. So this could be long for every one of y'all. Thank you for coming today. Sydney wants to thank all of you and Josh. I have known Josh since birth. My wife and I have watched him grow, from playing in the mud to jumping over his bicycle over anything, to crazy downhill riding on his bike. His adventures always seem to ramp up with age. But one constant in Josh is he's a person deserving of respect. Not everyone deserves respect. It is earned. He is an adventure junkie. Today he begins his next adventure. When Josh called and asked me to perform his wedding, tears happened. Of course I said yes. But I had not met Sydney yet. And I knew she was lucky because I was sure about him. Until last week, June 18th, I got my chance. I called Sydney and Josh and I Skyped with them and I asked them 12 questions. And one of the questions I asked was, how did you meet? And they both told me, right. I don't know what all that means, but it was right. I asked Sydney about the first date. Now, most of the wedding interviews are about 40 minutes long for both of them total. Sydney told me about her first date, and it took 40 minutes. A short recap. Josh made dinner, chicken with green sauce and asparagus, with mashed potatoes, and that's important because she doesn't like green sauce or asparagus. There were heated texts over a dog. There was a returning of the dog. There were margaritas out of a bucket. He met her mom while bragging about himself, then left and had shots and danced, and then a lonely ride home. Then an emergency text, then concern, then Josh manned up and helped a girl in distress. And that is the short version. The second date was the 4th of July, and he got to meet the rest of the family. He met everyone by the second date. And I say all that because it's what brought us here today. I've done over 150 marriages and heard all the date stories, and no one comes close to this couple. Man, I wish I made this a bigger print. Now I've known Josh since birth, and I know his outward emotion level is at a 6. And the first question I asked him was, after the first date, why was there a second? Josh's eyes got wider, and he leaned forward, and with emotion he said, the first part was great. He said their conversation, her spirit, he could not get enough of. And I've never seen Josh tell a lie or a story. This boy is hooked. He told me of their adventures and the drive around the island. They went to Hawaii. And mostly he told me about how he cares for Sydney. He told me she pushes him to be better, to be a better person. I asked him, why are you getting married? He said, she's the only person I want to be married to. I asked Sydney, what makes the perfect spouse? She says, someone who supports me. She said, I can be hard to support. And he does it every single day. I love him, and to her, I say, Josh will do that. He will do that to you. He comes from a family where supreme love and respect is given every day. And they spread love everywhere they go. I asked, so Sydney, what do you think of Josh's family? Apparently she's in love with Sage. Which I completely understand because it's my wife and I as goddaughter. But John and Sue's didn't die, so it didn't all work out. I asked her about his parents. And she really lit up and said they're amazing. She was so worried to meet them because Josh and Sydney were on a fast track to live together. She was not sure how the mom was going to react. And then she actually left the fort and went to New Mexico. She was relieved. Sydney told me about the warmest people and how they all embraced her and made her feel like family, even his mom. And she also said she loved Braden, even trusted him with her wedding music tonight. I asked her why getting, which she did great with, by the way. I asked her why you're getting married. She said, I can't see my life without him. So here in front of all of her